back to my channel. I'm Athena. This is my channel, Stitching Goddess Designs, and this is a channel about cross stitch and Harry Potter. I'm feeling much better. I still am like fatigued really easily and coughing because I feel like I have like some chest congestion going on. But other than that, I am golden. I don't know if I attribute like I did get kind of bad, but nowhere like nothing that was like needed to go to the hospital, was absolutely dying, nothing like that. But I am thinking that the vaccines did their job in keeping me safe and not having to go to the hospital. So I am thankful for all of that. And thank you to everybody who has reached out to me with all the well wishes and checking in on me. And I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for anybody else from weekend A or B, if you're still there and you're still struggling, hydrate, get yourself a humidifier, all the things. I don't know. I know. I think the vastness of symptoms, like from one person to the next, is like crazy. Like some people have this happen, some people have that happen. It's just, there's no telling what can happen when you get it. It's interesting. Okay. Life updates, not really a whole lot. The Colorado Avalanche hockey team is in the Stanley Cup finals, and the series is now 2-1, Avalanche up. We did lose the other night. If any of you have been on chats with me, if you plan on attending Stars Hollow and being on chats with me, know that I will be on mute most of the time during games. And if I'm not muted, I try to be super quick with the finger, but I'm muting myself, but it doesn't always happen. My husband is very loud and boisterous when watching the games. And I am officially not allowed to watch the games because I didn't watch any of the earlier games, and they have been winning, so I cannot watch these games because I will mess up the mojo. So those like kind of life updates. We went and watched the new Jurassic Park movie. I thought it was really good. There were lots of little Easter eggs throughout the movie that were nods to older movies, and I thought that was really cool. That was really cool. The way they kind of almost reenacted scenes, or even lines. It was really fun. It was a fun, nostalgic watch, especially for someone who's been a fan since the beginning and has like an intimate knowledge of the movies. I know that the very first movie was my oldest son's favorite movie when he was little enough that he couldn't even talk. Yes, I know the movie is slightly scary, but he really did love dinosaurs and all the things. And so at the beginning of the movie, the very opening scene was they were trying to put the velociraptor from the cage into, or from the like transporter thing into the cage, right? And she's like, gets the guy by the arm and like all the things. And so the guy is yelling, "Shoot her, shoot her." And so that is what my son called the movie, Shoot Her. I want to watch Shoot Her, Shoot Her. Okay, there's your funny little anecdote for the day. All that to say, we've been Jurassic Park fans for a very long time in this family. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. Stars Hollow starts tonight in just a couple of hours. Super excited. Today is Wear Yellow Day for 1,000 Yellow Daisies. This is like literally the only yellow shirt I have. Yellow is, I don't think, is my color, or I just don't like looking at it because I don't have yellow in my wardrobe. That's the word I wanted. COVID brain is the thing too. If you guys were watching last week and you were watching me like totally like blank out, that's what was happening. Like I have been stumbling for words and just like fogged, like totally fogged. It's definitely getting better. But like last week I was totally fogged out. I was watching back that video and I'm just like, are you awake? To my own self. Like I don't think I was all there. I don't even know what I was thinking filming. Okay. I'm done with life updates. I intend for this to be a very short video because I do have a very small window where nobody is here. I have family in town watching the game, watching the Stanley Cup Finals with my husband. So they're out for a little bit, so I gotta hurry up really quick and do this. Stitching that I have done this week. Let's talk about stitching. This is the one I wanted to show you last week, and I left the WIP across the room. So I have the Prairie Garden by the Prairie Schooler, and there are 12 flowers here. I'm stitching them individually, and they will go with my monthly series type stitches that I envision one day to have them all done so that I can change them out every month. So, still that lingering cough. I'm so sorry. I have this one done completed already, and I was working on this one. So, this whole entire thing is called for in DMC, but I am changing them up and doing fancy flosses as I find them. So, there is the WIP completed. Yay! Finished. This is on 18 count metallic, gold metallic. I believe it just comes this way. Like, I bought this from Keepsakes, and it's not like hand dyed or anything like that. It's just, this is how this piece of fabric comes. So the colors, the two yellows, are the Gentle Art Butter Crunch and the Gentle Art Harvest Moon. I have a light and a dark. For this one, the light kind of blended in with the dark, but then the light looks lighter there. But that's the fun that you get when you're working with variegated flosses. The green, I only needed the dark green this time for this one, and it is spinach. And I'm going to have to get another skein of spinach because I'm almost out. But the whole thing is done in spinach. And I love the way the green changes as you're stitching. Now, sorry, I'm getting winded because I'm going too fast. These leaves are nothing like they're supposed to be charted. I mean, they're very similar. The idea is still there. You can see, like, but there's like one row off here, not down low enough over here, one too far that way, one too far that way. Like, I got all mixed up. Of course, this was my COVID stitch. I would put in like 20 or even maybe 50 stitches at a time before I would get too tired and couldn't focus and all the things. So whatever, they're leaves, I fudged them, I squeezed them in however they needed to be stitched in, and they're done. So I think it's gorgeous. So I have two of those done. Part of me is thinking that what I need to do is just, I've been attempting to, like, within a month, or not attempting even, actually, like, I have this idea of, like, in the month of June, I'm going to stitch all of these June pieces. That never ends up happening. So what I need to do is just pick one of my monthly series, stitch the entire thing through. I don't care if I'm stitching December in July. Like, I just need to stitch the whole thing through. And I think the first thing that needs to happen, the first one that needs to happen, is A Year of Celebration, the season 1, the first chart that ever came out from Hands On Design, because I think I only have like 3, maybe 4 months left, and I have that entire series done. So I think that that needs to be my monthly series focus, and I need to ignore all the rest of them until, and get like one done at a time. So, because I'm not changing out, like, I still have like January sitting there. I'm not feeling the need to change them out because I don't have that month done. And I have a lot of like half-started Mays. None of them are done. It's just, it is what it is. My brain's all over the place. I need to bring it in, focus, get things done. That is what needs to happen. I need to get things done. So then the next thing that I worked on when I was finally like feeling a lot better and was able to like focus and stuff, that's when I remembered WIPGO. I haven't completed WIPGO yet. 9 and 16, I believe, were the numbers, and it's Baba Yaga for me and Grimm's Fairy Tale Factories. So the first one I pulled was Grimm's Fairy Tale Factories. If you've been watching me on Instagram, you will see that I completed and finished this part 5, which is Cinderella. So it's the tree, a little flowery type stuff here, and then all of those people in there. So that is what got completed. You can see I have 5 parts done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost halfway done with this. This is a stitch along sal from Cloud Factory. Gosh, 2019? 2020? I don't even remember. It's been a while. It's probably 2020 is what I think that when this Sal came out. I stayed on for like 1, maybe 2 months and then dropped off. Which is what I do with all the Sals. Anyways, I fully finished this. Part 5. So, I also want to get caught up on my cards because my cards have just really gotten away from me. I don't know what I have stitched and what I haven't stitched. So, and that's the other thing, the journal needs to get caught up too, because if I was doing the journal, I would know if I had been stitching for the card or not. So, 500 stitches on Stitch on a Piece with a Human went to here, and then 480 stitches was all that was left to complete part 5. So I'm calling it done at that. Stitch on a Piece with a Garden or a Gnome. And there are flowers all over the place. So that is what I've done. This is 18 count Ada that I hand dyed myself. Using all the called for colors. I don't think I have anything else, but can we look at how pretty this one of the stepsisters' dresses? She's got purple and pink. It's pretty. This is Cinderella. This is Cinderella's dress. This is the prince bringing her the shoe. The 2 stepsisters and the wicked stepmother. So that is where we're at. I don't know what the next part is. I haven't even looked. I know that I'm done with this for a while. It is, it's a lot of color changing. Like, you know, you go in there. That's not even the right one I'm showing you. Lord have mercy. Okay, you go in there and, you know, I mean, yeah, the dress is some pretty solid stitching, but, you know, it's just a few stitches in that pink and then some in the purple. You're changing up a lot when you're moving around. So, anyways, I do like the way it's coming out. It's just, it takes a while to stitch on. So I got 2 challenge cards done and a WIPGO complete. So, and I do know that either 9 or 16, I can't remember, one of them is going to give you a diagonal bingo. Of course, my goal is blackout for the whole entire thing, but we'll celebrate the bingos as they happen too. Why not? What else do I have to show you here? Oh my goodness, I'm supposed to draw for the Ravenclaw winner and I didn't even bring my phone over here or make a list or anything. I will draw for Ravenclaw winner next week. For sure. I promise. I blame COVID brain on that one. And the reason I thought of the Ravenclaw is because this week I have my giveaway from Stacy Stitches. Stacy Stitches Creative Studio. I am repping for her. I have a rep code, Goddess10. It is linked down below. Her website is linked down below. And I've written out what my code is. I should have brought something to drink. Okay, sorry about that. Coughing is still happening. Okay, I'm a rep for Stacy. Her website is Stacy Stitches Creative Studio, linked below. Goddess10 will get you 10% off your entire order, anything in the store. She's got amazing woodwork items that her husband is making, floss winders, bread bowls, other things like that. And then she has now like started building up her own ONS patterns, all the things. So every month I get to choose a pattern for me and you. I get the pattern, you get the pattern. And whoever I choose, okay, so I need to mail off the last one. I still haven't done it. I'm so sorry. But going forward, I'm going to let her know who the winner is. She'll contact you or you'll contact her. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And she will mail it directly to you. Rather than mailing it to me and then me mailing it to you, it's just saves postage for everybody that way. So, for this month, I have chosen Crochete a Gogo. This, I love. I love her patterns, so many of her patterns, but can't, like, okay, stitched up, these colors look really dull, so I'm really going to have to look at them when I'm picking them, but the mock-up, they look so bright and fun. Keep calm and cross stitch is what it says at the top, and yeah, you have the ability, you can make these into little pillows, but you can stitch a big long piece. Now, I have a whole bunch of patterns that I have chosen that I would like to stitch for a cross stitch room. They are all just general cross stitch themed. you know, keep calm and cross stitch, crafting room, like all that kind of stuff. So this will go with that whole set of patterns. She just got in a whole slew of patterns from this designer on her website. So if you have not checked out this designer, or you already have seen this designer and you love those patterns, go check out Stacy's website, because she got in a whole bunch of them. And I love a lot of her patterns. Love a lot of her patterns. They do tend to be bigger, and but again, you could break them up into smaller pieces. I don't know what I was going to say there. But how freaking cute. I love it. I love it. Honestly, I might leave, because I'm not a big fan of stitching houses, so I might just stitch down to there. But she gives you a nice break. Each part is broken into chunks, so you can stitch whichever one you want. So, okay, so if you would like to be entered to win this, let's just say, let's say calm in your comment. You can say keep calm, whatever you want to do. Calm in your comment, and I will choose a winner for that and Ravenclaw next week. I'm so sorry to everybody who entered for Ravenclaw. I totally spaced. Wanted to show you, I did take one day and kind of go through my bag of stash. Like, I have this huge black bag that's just been sticking all my patterns in that need to be filed. And by filed, what I do is I put them in page protectors, and then I put them in 3-ring binders. I have like 3-inch 3-ring binders. I had to add a 5th. So now I have a whole one for Christmas, because my stash is exploding. But the reason for doing all of that is because a few people that I know, a few groups that I'm in, are starting a Fancy Lady stitch along. So Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, along with Fawn from Sanctum Stitching, both Flosstubes on here and Instagram, are starting a Fancy Lady Sal. I believe that they both have chosen the same Fancy Lady in their saling, but I think that they're like leaving it open to anybody who wants to stitch on a Fancy Lady and sal with them. Especially, I believe, first timers. I don't know if it's limited to first timers, but I believe there was an emphasis on people who've never stitched Fancy Lady before. And then in my Friday night stitching group, there was mention of having a Fancy Friday. So one Friday a month, we are going to, I think it's finally been decided, one Friday a month, we're going to stitch on our Fancy Ladies. And I believe it's been settled on the first Friday of the month. So the first Friday of the month, all of us that are like that want to, we don't have to, but all of us that want to are going to stitch on our Fancy Ladies once a month. And then, of course, the sal with Bobby. And I'm sure there's other people hosting sals. If you know somebody that's hosting a Fancy Lady sal, let me know. I'll join all the sals. I don't care. Because that's going to motivate me to actually work on this piece. I went overboard and didn't just choose a lady. I chose a scene. It is a Mirabilia. It is probably the only Mirabilia that has ever, like, held any sort of significance to me. Many of you know this. If you're new here, I am a product stitcher. Like, I need to know what I'm going to do with it. It has to have meaning to me. It has to have purpose to me for me to stitch this and finish this. I do enjoy the process, but really what I'm going for is where am I going to put this piece in my house? How am I going to display it? Why is it a part of my life? Okay. So all that being said, the one and only Mirabilia that I've ever been drawn to, of course, Athena. It is actually titled Athena, and then in parentheses, Goddess of Wisdom by Nora Corbett. It is a Mirabilia cross stitch. I am so intimidated. We've got all of the DMC. We've got Mill Hill Beads, Karen Collection, Mill Hill Treasures, like Kreinik, Rainbow Gallery. There's a whole slew of everything going on here. I'm going to need to spend some time and kit this up. I'm probably not going to dive right in and get everything. Start off with the DMC. Let's be real, this is going to take me 5,000 years to stitch. But, I feel like I can get some good blocks of color. Center, I'm assuming I'm going to start, if I center start, I'm assuming I'm going to start here with her skirt. But I love it. She's got the owl in there. She's got some olive branches in there. Of course, the Greek type, Colosseum type, the words. Those things, you guys, you know what I'm talking about. I can't even think of the words. So yeah, I think that this will be fun. This will be meaningful to me. I might change her hair to brown. I might, by the time I get to her hair, feel like brave enough that that's something that I can do. We'll see. I probably need somebody to hold my hand to do that. But yeah, this is my fancy lady. This is what I've chosen. I'm excited / nervous / I don't know. All the feelings about starting that. I haven't chosen a fabric. Nothing. I need to dive in because our first Fancy Friday is July 1st. So it's coming up. I believe that is all I have. So let's pull a card. This is going to be a fast one, guys. I was hoping it would be a fast one. Stitch on a piece with a rhyme. I don't know. I'm sure I will find something, but I don't know. But there it is. Let's see. Let's go to, I think I'm going to show you this. So this is from the Gilmore Girls Stars Hollow box. I have the whole box here. I'm not going to show the whole box. We will do, people have done unboxings. We will do an unboxing on Black Needle Society, all the things. But I'm going to show you the pattern because that's what I'm going to be working on for the next like 4 or 5 days, probably. But there's the summer pattern. So I do have the fall one. You can see the line right here. The fall one is over here. I have it completed. I have it finished as a single stitch. So I will be single stitching this piece as well. Got some nice big color blocks in there. Should be easy to chat and stitch with. I will just be stitching that on some off-white plain Ada that I have in my stash. One more thing from that box I wanted to show you. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the box, all the things, now's the time to look away. We got this amazing headband. 1,000 Yellow Daisies. And the only reason I'm showing you that is because I need to put it on. Let's get it on over to the messy bun. All the things. Just totally messed up my hair. It's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. Putting headbands on is normally a lot easier for me than this. But there we go. I like it. I like it. Okay. That's all I'm going to show you from that box. Okay. Magical haul. Last week I should have shown you this. A couple weeks ago I should have shown you this. Totally spaced. I got the keys. And I showed you the entire unboxing of the LitJoy box and forgot to show you the keys. These are extra. I add these onto my box. It does not come included with the box. I pay extra for them. You can see my keys there. So let's see what keys we have. I can't even remember off the top of my head. Oh yes, 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 yes. Durmstrang. We've got the Durmstrang keys. So I'm assuming the other one is probably Beauxbatons, if I'm remembering correctly. I love the little D that they've got there. The ship. The ship is like that's like faux leather kind of situation going on. The Durmstrang pennant. That's the back, the front. And then we've got the key, of course. The back, the front. Absolutely love that. That is so good. So I will put all that on a ring and then hang it with the rest of my keys. There we go. There it is. And we'll find a spot. I should have got more of those. I'm running out of space already. Okay, keep looking to see if they're back yet. The other one, yes, is Beauxbaton. And look, you've got the little paper from, that's her paper when she entered her name. What does it say? I think it's Academy of Magic Beauxbaton in French. I'm not going to try to say it. Ah, carriage is falling out. So let's just show it to you, shall we? The wheels spin. How fun is that? There's the back. And then we've got the paper. And we've got the key. The key looks like a little corkscrew, and it's got this fun little ribbon on it. Love it. Okay. So that is that one. Put on the ring. Ugh. I love how the ring matches the, like a gold ring or a silver ring or whatever. That's fun. I'm gonna need to fix that ribbon because it's kind of just in there. I don't like the way it's in there. It needs to be tied, I think. But I will do that later. There they are. There it is. Maybe hang that one down here. Okay. That I should have showed you a while ago. Totally forgot. Okay, that's all I have to show you in Magical Haul. Yes, showed you all that, showed you all that. Okay, we have a ton of reading to catch up on, so let's do it. MuggleNet fandom calendar from 2022, and we are in June, and I left on June 8th, so we'll pick up there, because I don't even remember exactly where anything was. So June 8th was, let's see, hang on, last I filmed, or last I did this was, I read you, yeah, okay, so June 8th, Anthony Boyle, who is Scorpius Malfoy's birthday. Gryffindor wins the House Cup for the first time in 7 years as well. On the 9th, James Newton Howard, composer of Fantastic Beasts, it is his birthday. Peter Pettigrew is revealed as an animagus, Sirius and Buckbeak escape, and Charlotte's second real prophecy, all in 1994. The 10th, nothing. The 11th, nothing. The 12th is Luke Youngblood, who plays Lee Jordan. It is his birthday. Last day of filming on Deathly Hallows Part 2. And then we've got Moaning Myrtle is killed by a basilisk in 1943. And then we've got nothing on the 14th, nothing 15, nothing 16, 17. We've got Umbridge sacks Hagrid. McGonagall stunned and sent to St. Mungo's, 1996. On the 18th, and that did not happen in the book, in the movies. That's the book thing. On the 18th, Sirius is murdered by Bellatrix. Battle of the Department of Ministries, 1996. The 19th was Father's Day for, looks a number of countries. It was also Juneteenth. And Dumbledore tells Harry about the Lost Prophecy in 1996. The 20th was Shafali Chowdhury's birthday, who plays Parvati Patel. Sorry. The 21st, which was yesterday, yeah, National Indigenous Peoples Day in Canada, I believe that's the flag there. Order of the Phoenix was released in 2003, the book. Wizarding World knows that Voldemort is officially back in 1996. Today's the 22nd, nothing. The 23rd is Dudley Dursley's birthday, the character. McGonagall returns to Hogwarts in 1996. The 24th is Cedric Diggory is murdered by Lord Voldemort, who got his body back, 1995. Third task of the Triwizard Tournament, 1995. Nothing on the 25th. On the 26th is the book release anniversary for The Philosopher's Stone in 1997. And Tolga Soffer's birthday, who plays Igor Karkaroff. Igor Karkaroff's aide. Sorry. And Ron tries to call Harry on the Fellytone. 1993. Matthew Lewis's birthday, who plays Neville Longbottom, is the 27th. And the 28th is Dobby's birthday. Aww. And I will see you guys again on the 29th. Lord. Okay. Let's go with the book. Okay. Okay, now let's do the book. Harry Potter, A Magical Year, illustrated by Jim Kay. And yeah, I thought I did that wrong. We're leaving off on June 15th. I think I recapped a whole week for you. I shouldn't have. But here's our artwork for this page. I believe that's Fox. June 15th, the phoenix let out one soft, quavering note and shivered in the air, and Harry felt as though a drop of hot liquid had slipped down his throat and into his stomach, warming him and strengthening him. That's from the Goblet of Fire. June 16th, Harry's wand and Voldemort's wand share cores. Each of them contains a feather from the tail of the same phoenix. This phoenix, in fact, he added as he pointed at the scarlet and gold bird perched peacefully on Harry's knee. That is also from the Goblet of Fire. June 17th, new page, new art. Love it. All the fireworks going off, I believe. That's what that's from. What a year it has been. Hopefully your heads are a little fuller than they were. You have the whole summer ahead to get them nice and empty before next year starts. Albus Dumbledore, and that's from the Sorcerer's Stone. June 18th. There are all kinds of courage, said Dumbledore, smiling. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. I therefore award 10 points to Mr. Neville Longbottom. That is from the Sorcerer's Stone. This is probably the scene where Gryffindor won the House Cup. June 19th. Gryffindor House, meanwhile, largely thanks to their spectacular performance in the Quidditch Cup, had won the House Championship for the third year running. This meant that the end-of-term feast took place amid decorations of scarlet and gold, and that the Gryffindor table was the noisiest of the lot, as everybody celebrated. That's from The Prisoner of Azkaban. June 20th. New artwork here. Names coming out of the Goblet of Fire and Dumbledore. Lord Voldemort's gift for spreading discord and enmity. I can't say it. Is very great. We can fight it only by showing an equally strong bond of friendship and trust. Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. Albus Dumbledore from the Goblet of Fire. June 21st, it is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. Albus Dumbledore, Chamber of Secrets. June 22nd, call him Voldemort, Harry. Always use the proper name for things. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself. Albus Dumbledore, The Sorcerer's Stone. June 23rd. There will be obstacles, said Bagman happily, bouncing on the balls of his feet. Hagrid is providing a number of creatures. Then there will be spells that must be broken, all that sort of thing. You know. That's from the Goblet of Fire. June 24th. Is the Triwizard Tournament the third task and death of Cedric Diggory? Oh, I didn't show you the new page. We've got the maze kind of in the background there. And looks like probably Cedric and Harry going to grab the Portkey Cup. The Triwizard Cup was gleaming on a plinth 100 yards away. Suddenly, a dark figure hurtled out into the path in front of them. Cedric was going to get there first. Cedric was sprinting as fast as he could toward the cup, and Harry knew he would never catch up. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. June 25th. Both of us, Harry said. What? We'll take it at the same time. It's still a Hogwarts victory. We'll tie for it. Cedric stared at Harry. He unfolded his arms. You sure? That's from the Goblet of Fire as well. And June 26th. There is much that I would like to say to you all tonight, said Dumbledore, but first I must acknowledge the loss of a very fine person who should be sitting here, he gestured toward the Hufflepuffs, enjoying our feast with us. I would like you all to please stand and raise your glasses to Cedric Diggory. Going through the 28th. So a couple more pages here. Okay. Honestly, I mean, obviously that is the telescope on the astronomy tower, but I'm not sure what's going on over here. I don't know. June 27th, when they reached the top of the astronomy tower, at 11 o'clock, they found a perfect night for stargazing, cloudless and still. The grounds were bathed in silvery moonlight, and there was a slight chill in the air. That's from the Order of the Phoenix. And June 28th, the last day I'm going to read to you, is Harry, you've got to come and stay with us. I'll fix it up with Mom and Dad, then I'll call you. I know how to use the Felietone now. the telephone, Ron, said Hermione. Honestly, you should be taking Muggle Studies next year. That's from Prisoner of Azkaban. And I will be back on the 29th, and we will finish more reading then. Okay. Blah. That was a lot of talking. And we got through it all, and we didn't get interrupted. They're not home yet, so that's good. That's all I have for you. I'm going to be working on my Stars Hollow piece. I may mix it up and throw some other stuff in there. I might even pick up Baba Yaga and work on that. I don't know. We'll see. I will for sure see you guys next week. I am super excited to get some stitching time in. Like non-stop chats between this evening and Sunday evening, which is so much fun. I love spending time just listening to conversations, engaging in conversations, seeing all the people, even if it's virtually, it's still fun. Honestly, the safest way we can talk right now anyways, since we were all exposed. Okay, that's all I got. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for anybody who's liking, subscribing. I feel like I'm getting new numbers. I think that it's like all the people that I've met at StitchCon. I'm hoping that you find something you like here. Stick around, stay a while, subscribe, all the things. I never do that part. I never do that part of this where I'm just like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all the things. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.